Well,
Nice.
cheers to you guys.
Cheers, homie.
Absolutely.
Oh, wait. Good old table tap for good luck.
Yeah, Arizona iced tea is now making boozy iced
iced
teas.
I
teas.
saw that.
They're
I
pretty
saw
great.
Mountain Dew is also doing that. Did y'all see that?
No.
I heard
Mountain
about
Dew,
that.
like seltzer, basically.
Yeah.
Cool. So we, as a society, have just said, "Fuck sobriety."
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember when I was
appreciate it,
like,
but-
I remember when I was like 14. Someone was like, if you drink a lot of Mountain Dew, it'll lower your sperm count and it'll have a hard time having kids. And I drank Mountain Dew nonstop. I was like, I need all of it.
And now
Give me all
they're
of it.
like, it's not.
Meanwhile, I was 14, so I was the only person that I was getting laid by was myself. So it was
Okay. At least you knew that you wouldn't get pregnant, so it's
right.
good.
I knew I wasn't gonna impregnate myself.
Bacon! Bacon is my podcast! Bacon! Bacon! Bacon is my... Bacon! Bacon is my podcast! Bacon! Bacon is my...
Brought to you by clean and shiny ball bags.
Mm-hmm.
We are Bacon is my podcast.
Yes, we are.
The
Jimmy
people
and
that
Mike.
brought the clean and shiny ball bags. Well, they didn't bring the clean and shiny ball bags.
No, they've helped facilitate them.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
They help you in your grooming, your trimming, your excavation, your spelunking, whatever it is you do
Yeah.
to your parts. Manscaped is there to help you.
Indeed. And if you go to manscaped.com, use the promo code BACONPOD, you get 20% off and free shipping. And
Shave your beans.
your smooth sack summer is kicking off. Because that's a
Bam.
thing.
Yep.
That is a thing. Smooth sack summer is
Yep.
like, we got the emails. That's a thing.
Smooth sack summer.
Yeah.
The alliteration is nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love alliteration.
It's like a Sally sells seashells
Yeah.
type of situation.
Yeah, she sells seashells by the seashore.
Yeah.
Seashore.
So
Damn it.
sure.
Yeah. Today, on our show, we have returning guests.
Yes.
Friends
Part
of ours.
Dicks.
Yeah. Friends of ours. That was awful. Friends of ours.
That was from deep.
Now multiple time guests. They were BIMPY award winners last year. They were BIMPY performers.
Yes.
This past year, and now they
Incredible
have a new
performance.
single out called "Don't Stop," which is the song of Smooth Sack Summer.
The song of Smooth Sack Summer. That's another alliteration. I like it.
We got Haunter on the show, but before we get into it, don't forget to go to baconsmypodcast.com, get all of the things that you need to know about Bacon is My Podcast, including some sweet swag. We've got some new swag up there.
New stuff happening.
Yeah. So go check it out. Helps us keep the lights on and whatnot.
Indeed.
Big thank you to the patrons over at patreon.com/baconismypodcast who get to do live shows, who get these shows early and ad-free.
Mm-hmm.
And, we still do this spiel in the beginning.
Yeah.
But, and on top of that...
But it's a spiel.
Yeah.
It has to happen.
It has to happen.
And I would love one day for that not to have to happen. But you know what that needs? More patrons.
Mm-hmm.
We get more patrons, then we can start just sponsoring ourselves.
Right.
And then we don't need sponsors.
Good point.
So,
good point.
Share it with a friend. If you hate ads and you're sick of these ads, but you love the show, hey, consider joining the Patreon and getting a friend to join the Patreon. That's not a lot. You get a lot more stuff, and then we can, I'll still shave my beans, but
Right.
yeah,
Right. Hey, listen.
then we'll sponsor ourselves.
Yeah, absolutely. But we don't sponsor ourselves
We
yet.
do not. So
go to baconismypodcast.com.
check out all our sponsors there and get all the deals and discounts and all that kind of stuff. We
Links.
also like to get you guys discounts. So
Exactly. So, let's get into it.
yeah,
Haunter. Now.
go.
Hey everybody, I'm Amber.
And I'm Maddie.
And we're Witches Talking Tarot. And this season we've got for you ghosts, cryptids, conspiracies. Oh my.
Check out what role we cast Emma Robertson on our myth episodes this season.
Yes. And in addition to our myths, we will be bringing you the holidays because we may or may not have missed one this last season. I guess you'll have to listen to the last episodes to check it out and then catch all our new episodes coming up every Tuesday and Thursday on your favorite podcast platforms and see us on YouTube.
Come and sit with us for a spell.
And here it is. The triumphant return of not only a former musical guest at the BIMPYs, not only a former guest,
Incredible musical guest at the BIMPYs too.
Awesome. They were one of the people that we were like,
oh man.
We said, hey, we need a musical thing. And they went and they fucking did a really good one.
Yes.
Right?
You guys saw it. If you didn't see it, we just recently released it again.
Yes.
And just put it out. We put all the musical guests up so that you guys can check them all out with links to all the music.
They're also BIMPY Award winners.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, our favorite drinking buddies ever in the entire world. Well, for the year 2023, Haunter! What's going on, guys?
Future repeat winners.
You're holding the title. Holding it strong.
That.
It's yours to lose. It's yours to lose. It's up to you guys.
I will tell you, so since we started this year, since post, like when the BIMPY stuff starts, like our consideration, if you will, I don't think we've had a drunk guest.
No.
In fact,
yet.
like
we had.
How long do we have?
We had a guest that was like talked a big game.
Right.
And he was like, I'm going to chug right as soon as we start the episode. I'm going to chug a beer, and then we're going to do this, and then we're going to do that. And literally, like, he did one, and then he was like, I'm good.
But I will say he did a Foster's.
He did do a Foster's.
He did an oil can.
Was it like
Foster's.
one of the keg cans? Yeah, right.
Yeah, it was like a nice sized can. That was it. That's it. He tapped out.
I'm just saying, you talk big.
Blew his load at the beginning of the show.
You talk big, man. You gotta follow through.
But yeah, so we have a lot to catch up on. Us missing Mark at So What Fest, which sucked.
Yeah.
If I knew, like I was telling them earlier, like if I knew you were there, like on Friday was like our day that we could have just went and hung out and stuff. Saturday and Sunday was such a complete shit show for us that we couldn't like see anybody. But that was the like misconnection there. But you guys have a new single out, and it is fucking awesome. I know I said this in the What's Your Bacon 7 Questions, but I have to say it again here. By the way, go see the new What's Your Bacon 7 Questions for repeat offenders. We did it with them, brand new 7 questions. But man, this new song, Inoma sent it to me early, sent it to us early, and I was so when I heard like the first chorus, as soon as the first chorus hit, I was so excited. I'm like, I can't wait till they put this out. Yeah. This needs to come out like now. This is amazing.
I was like, they're making my shoulders move.
Yeah,
they're making my shoulders move.
Dude, this song is
the party don't stop.
No,
is like next level Haunter. I love your stuff already, but like this song is next level, like banger of the summer kind of thing. So congratulations on that, because it is amazing. It is really, really great.
Thank you all so much.
I know we were talking with Inoma a little bit. You guys are going to probably stick to the single dropping kind of thing. So where are we at sonically? Are you guys going to stick with this kind of route, or are you guys kind of drifting into other parts too, which is really cool. Like that's what he does with a lot of his singles, because he's able to take a song and like his last 3 singles, he was like, all right, well, I want this to be like arena or like 80s arena rock, and then this one I want to do more of a
we're doing a dance song,
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So like, is it cool for you to do those singles and like treat it as a record and kind of go, all right, we're gonna put everything we have into this, and it's going to go this direction, or are you guys kind of like sticking with a direction and just dropping the singles as you go?
I feel like you never know what you're going to get from us, kind of. One of the things that we've talked about from the beginning of the band is kind of every song being its own little island, right? And there's no real, like, they're all Haunter, and they'll all, like, there's not any that will not have at least some sort of a common thread that pulls them all together. But also there's, everything from pop rock to heavier stuff to some of the new ones we were writing were like K-pop inspired. I mean, it's just all over the place, right? Keep it interesting. Keep it something where, we just don't want to put out the same single over and over again.
Yeah.
Now, are you guys gonna, when you release them, are you kind of approaching that the same way? For example, when we released it was a very like punk-driven song. It was kind of like very Motorhead inspired, and I was like, okay, everything gets its own album artwork too, because it's a single. So let me make the artwork reminiscent of that style, and let me do that with tones, and let me do that with even the promotion for it. And then we released a dance thing, so everything was neon and everything was like disco and bright and like really giving each thing its own identity. Are you guys kind of like going that route too, or visually and promotion wise, do you have like a common thread that you're kind of weaving to keep all of them together that way?
So I think with our design stuff, like I know I've kind of run points on this. I've been really intentional with us working with the same designer for all of our singles. Mm-hmm. Really talented guy by the name of Cameron Burns. I think just having him kind of be kind of our creative partner, we've had a lot of cohesiveness. If you actually look at the artwork, there's this almost kind of like nice blend of like, I think some elements of like I would say like cyberpunk. There's some elements of like futuristic vibes. There's some things that are a little more romantic, and I think it just kind of touches on all of our like little sensibilities. But I think visually, like the cohesiveness is just coming from working with the same artist who has a very unique style. Like what he's doing, I haven't seen anyone do stuff quite like him, and it's been really fun. Because I wanted all of our single pieces to like kind of encapsulate like their own story with the song. And then if you pull it back and look at our Spotify or Apple Music, and if you look at all the artwork, you'd be like, okay, like this isn't necessarily telling like a cohesive story, but visually, like you'll see like, oh, this looks like this one, it looks like this, and like you can kind of get an idea of like the type of like sort of fantasy world we'd like to build.
Nice.
Like a common thread kind of.
Yeah, same. I was gonna say same thing with the songs, where there's a common thread for sure that ties it all together, but also plenty of new things for everything.
Nice.
That's awesome. I know you guys are like, your when you guys did your performance, there was no drums or anything like that, but you got a few songs out. You got a little bit of buzz going. I think what everybody wants to know is, when is Haunter going to do a show?
That's really funny, because like we were literally talking to our management about that today. Like
this morning, yeah.
Yeah, we had a band meeting this morning about doing shows. I think for us, like we just want to take our time with it. Like it's not something that we're not going to do, but it's also something that we're not going to rush into, because you only get one shot at making a first impression, and we really want to like kind of nail it. Yeah. So there's going to be a lot of stuff that happens that goes into like the planning of like our first show. Like, so yes, we will play live. I just don't think it'll happen for a little bit, because we've got some other priorities that we're trying to lean in on.
Yeah, I think something like we've talked about even from the beginning of the band is, with the live shows, we want to be very deliberate with them when they come, where every one of them has a theme and a vibe and is its own like experience. And if you miss that show, you won't see that show again. Nice. Like the next time we play, it's not going to be any of the same stuff, right? And so it's something where it will hopefully make it where it's something you don't want to miss, but also just something that makes it sort of special, instead of just being that band that plays. We've all been in that band that just plays all the time and plays the same set every time and does whatever. We'll play anywhere and everywhere. But I think too, a lot of it is because we want it to be so special and we want it to be a memorable event, we wanted to make sure that we had a pretty decent catalog of stuff out rather than just put out a couple songs and then play a bunch of stuff that nobody knows, you know?
Sure.
So
Sure. I mean, I would also imagine it's Anoma trying to get his heart rate up and his breathing skills ready for when he wears the helmet on stage the
Oh
whole
my
time.
god.
Honestly, like
You heard it here, folks. You heard it here first. Anoma's going to wear it the whole show.
Oh my god.
whole show.
that's not a thing. I don't.
I mean,
like,
I could wear it a song.
I love you. I love you guys. I would normally co-sign just to be a yes and do good improv, but holy shit,
No, I was just, I
That's
was like, now that
I
you
would
mentioned,
literally die.
now that you mentioned how hot that is, like, I was just thinking, like, I was talking to this guy, Dave, who used to play guitar for Power Man 5000.
Mhm.
And we met them my old band met them on tour because we were playing the venue they were playing the next day, and we got there early, and our bus was parked in the spot that their bus wanted to take. I don't know. Anyway, they were super cool, but they would come back for their encore with like these helmets that had like these like lighted eyes and were so sick. And I guess Dave was one of the ones that like built those. And I always thought they were really cool. And I just happened to be talking to him about it a couple of weeks ago about how like my goal was to be in a band that's cool enough to wear something like that. Right. But now that Anoma brings up how hot that helmet is, I'm just like,
yeah, there's literally no
maybe
preparation.
not. Maybe that's not a. Maybe that's not the best thing.
Back to the luchador masks. They're breathable.
Some of them are. Some of them look pretty
Some
hot.
of them are.
You
Some
know?
of them can be pretty hot.
The one we have, it has like the mouth kind of cut out, but it's also the top is cut out too.
Yeah.
It's got the hair
actually
breathable.
Right.
Everybody on the
it
DL, it's a woman's one, so it has like you could put pull the hair out, so this way it's breathable up top too.
Those aren't easy to find. I've looked for those before. Tried to find like good,
it was
like women's masks that had the hair out. You know, like
Right.
Yeah, it was like $15.
there's like
on
sexy
Etsy.
stars, and then
Yeah,
I don't know
exactly.
who else.
Yeah,
There's
like-
not a lot of people that have that.
Yeah. So what I bringing it back to like the live thing, what I think is really cool now is that, and for people who don't know, we are able to look up our analytics on all the platforms, right? And what's really cool is, especially the way you guys came out, because it was like COVID and can't play any shows and all that sort of stuff. You guys kind of, I'm sure you have your core people in the area kind of thing, but as a whole, it's more of a truly like more of a global approach to it. And you can look at the analytics, you can see where people are actually listening and stuff like that. Doing like releasing music in a project like that during the time that it was released, do you find that you're seeing spots of the country where you're like, obviously you guys are from Texas, but like, oh shit, maybe we got a shot at doing a show in this state or whatever? Is there anything like that
spots
happening?
of the country, but spots of the world.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, there's like we've got a bunch of listeners in like Brazil and like UK and just all over the place. That every time I look at the Spotify backend, I'm amazed by it.
Dude,
Yeah.
Brazil loves their rock and roll. Like,
Oh yeah.
I just saw that too. Like we released a song and like the Brazil numbers were crazy, and I was like, what?
Yeah.
How do they even hear it? How do they even see it? But yeah,
Like, so like as we were talking, I was literally like trying to pull up our Spotify for artists. Like, what's surprising me is that Sydney, Australia, is like the second highest. We have the second highest concentration of listeners based in Australia, a place we've literally never been to.
right.
And we're like not even on Reddit or anything that would make Australia
Right.
suddenly
Yeah.
fuck with us.
Right. That's what's like really cool and really unique about what you guys did, and when you guys put your music out when you did, and the way you approached it is like, man, you like when you're us who did a number of your projects, I'm sure, where you're just like, okay, well, got to get a local base and stuff like that. You just couldn't do that. So
Yeah.
that's
you
really
were forced
cool that
you were forced
so
to kind of
is there any like consideration of like it's other countries and money and stuff like that has to line up, but like is there any consideration of like, hey, maybe our first show isn't going to be in Texas?
I've never thought about that really. But that's a very interesting idea. You
Yeah.
just presented to
I
us.
think, yeah, I think if the right opportunity arises or the demand
Sure.
is there, then there's I mean there's no reason it has to be, like the point of building the following and playing a big first show wasn't so we'd play to a room that was just our friends, right?
Well, that's
Like that's I mean I want our friends to come, but like if we're just playing to our friends, then we're not doing things right, you know.
yeah.
But I do think, yeah, you guys made a good point that like we launched this band. I mean, we worked on stuff and recorded for years, and then launched the band on Valentine's Day 2020, and then the world shut down like 3 weeks later. It's like,
Right.
oh, cool.
Hi.
Like
Yeah.
grand plans just like gone.
Right. Yeah.
So that
Plan
is also
B.
what took us. That's also what took us a lot out of the focusing on a live show and being that sort of band. And we're just like, no, we're just going to make music and do the stuff that's more, that lasts longer and has a bigger, broader impact instead of focusing on just playing a show that like people are there see and then no one else gets to experience.
Yeah, yeah, because we spoke with we have Kate Katz from Throw the Fight, the singer of Throw the Fight, on quite a bit, and post COVID they were like, our numbers are insanely big in Europe, so we're gonna hit Europe because that's where the demand is. So
Right.
all right, our numbers are great there. Let's go there.
Well, then you're automatically bigger when you come back.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Just by the fact that you went there. Then you come
Well,
back
and if you go to Europe once, then the next time you go back there, you're automatically bigger for having
Right.
been there before.
Exactly.
That was the thing that like one of my old bands was the next tour we were going to do before we broke up was opening like a UK tour, and it was just one of those things that like, man, if we'd done that, like
Right.
the next time we went back, we could have headlined smaller rooms, but still,
Right, right.
it's that like
other doors open.
just gonna have to get
Timeout time.
How those balls looking?
You know what season is, right?
I do indeed. It is time.
It is time for smooth sack summer. And how do I keep everything smooth, everything tidy, everything the way it should be?
Well, I don't know how you do, but I'll tell you how I do. Manscaped, buddy. You know it. You've been listening. You've been seeing the show. We've been talking about it. You know how much we love the crop mops. You know how much we love the lawnmower. But they have the Performance Package 4.0 now.
Where they did a little upgrade to the Weed Whacker. Weed Whacker is, of course, the nose and ear hair trimmer. It is now the 2.0 as opposed to the 1.0. Now,
Right. That's
when
one better.
I used the 1.0, I thought it was fantastic.
Yeah.
And then they sent the 2.0, and I said, how could it be better? It is. It just is. I don't know how they do it, but Manscaped keeps upping their game. And
I've been digging the
besides-
lawnmower for a long time.
Right.
I like the skin safe technology. I still use the guard. But no. I have not once nicked a thread on the beanbag.
Yes.
Not once.
Yep.
Now you don't want to lose any beans. Everyone.
No. No, you
You don't
don't.
want to lose beans, and with other methods, oh man, you could lose a bean.
Yeah.
But not with Manscaped.
Exactly. And also, they are getting into the beard game. They've got their brand new beard trimmer, which is fantastic. So go to manscaped.com. Use the promo code BACONPOD, and that will give you 20% off and free shipping.
That's right. So don't forget to work on those testicles, your chesticles, and your cheeks. Keep them clean and ask yourself, what's your bacon? Smooth Sack Summer.
Yeah.
That would be really cool. Like now, so because I've been talking about wanting to do a live show, and typically I love playing live. I just hate the logistics of it. But now that we're actually talking about it, like I'm like getting more and more excited at the idea of us doing a live show.
right.
It's going to be
Well,
fun.
and the logistics are hard, especially because we're, like we care so much about it being an experience and everything being perfect. That it's not just like, okay, we've got our instruments and
right.
we're in a room and
Show up and
there's,
go. Yeah.
yeah, here you go. So,
Well, I'm going to throw this out there just because we've been kicking around ideas and stuff like that. We're going to try and do a little bit of a live show kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
We've got we were just like, we were looking at our numbers, and literally just before we were like, oh shit, we're from New York, but all of a sudden our listenership in Florida is double what it is in New York.
I have no idea why.
It's so weird. But we got a little bit of stuff going on in Texas. So, Bacon is my Podfest Texas.
I was like, what were you about to say?
Bacon is my Podfest Texas. Let's fucking go. Let's do it.
Yes.
Let's get some people and do it.
For sure.
I mean, we got Jag
well,
there.
and that's what, like, I will say that we have one recording of us performing live in any capacity, and it was what we specifically filmed for you guys. So you've already gotten the
That's fantastic.
And I
semi
mean,
live debut of the band.
the what's it? The Bimpies were pretty heavy on the Texas. We had Pennyboard perform too, and
That's true.
like,
Yeah.
you know, I don't know.
You're thick.
See,
I don't know.
we're gonna do a variety
we just
show.
Had, we
variety
just had,
show. We're gonna have comedians, pro wrestling, bands.
Yeah, do a live podcast where
Live
we can
podcast?
where we can award a new best drinking buddy.
Got a lot of friends in the Texas wrestling industry. So when it comes to it, let me know.
Nice. Oh, okay.
I'll make some contacts.
Well, yeah, we actually when we went down and we did So What, one of the guys that we were gonna try and hang out with and talk to, but he was just too inundated, was Shane Taylor.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, super cool guy, super awesome dude.
Yeah. Just everybody got crazy busy.
But yeah, it was just,
Everybody got crazy busy.
It was-
Best laid
insane.
plans, you know.
Yeah.
oh yeah, for sure.
I was going to, but Anoma left, but he's got to come back. Okay, so
Oh, he's back.
new thing for the show.
You had to stretch for a sec.
New thing for the show.
What you got?
Kamikaze thumbnail.
Oh yeah,
So I'm going to give you guys, he's going to get the webcam ready, and we're going to do a countdown of 3. And everybody make their best face for Kamikaze thumbnail. 3, 2, 1.
there we go.
All right.
That's his
know
work
that was gonna
tomorrow.
That's my work tomorrow.
His
I have
work
to-
tomorrow,
I have
literally.
to find that.
That's amazing.
We might
But
do a
it's
couple
going to be
more.
on the thumbnail for when we do it. I'm really excited for like the shit that you guys are going to do moving forward. Do you guys have? I know you guys went to California. You went and worked with Tyler Smythe again. What are we looking at? Like, how many songs have you got in the can? How what's your release schedule looking like? What are we gonna have to wait as long as we did for this one? Because if it is, I'm gonna be upset.
Funny, we were just
A
talking
lot,
about this.
a lot in the can.
Yeah, we have a ton of stuff. But I will say this: you won't have to wait. You won't have to wait too long for the next single. Like the next single will be before the summer's over. You'll have another song from us.
Because it's funny.
You didn't see.
Sorry.
You weren't even listening.
Sorry.
You weren't even listening to
Sorry.
the answer.
So he
Because
put
you
the
wanted to erase
timestamp.
my shit.
He put the timestamp for when the Kamikaze thumbnail was, so
Yeah,
I
it was-
deleted that
It was
voice
52.
note.
It was 52 minutes.
Yeah, and he just
Very
deleted
important.
it. Just deleted it.
Come on, Mike. We're trying to mess with him.
So
Yes.
because Mike's rude as fuck. Please answer.
Oh my god. Jesus. Poor Mike.
He deleted my shit.
I wasn't going to say it, but then, you know, I felt like I needed to help you
No,
out.
not this Mike.
No. He was
My
talking
Mike.
about me. He was talking about me. I'm
Well, but he's also accusing me of being rude for, undoing his rudeness. So
yeah.
Yeah, but no,
Right,
this,
it's
you're- I'm on.
there can only be one anyway. So
I'm on Team Haunter Mike right now.
Man, Mike, I wish you played bass right now, so this way I could
I
say
do.
there could only be one.
I've played bass in like every other band I've ever been in.
I know. It's out of necessity.
It was also out of not being a good enough guitarist.
Oh, well, yeah. Hey,
But,
Mark.
Hey, that's why you play bass.
No.
That's yeah. It is why I play bass. It is why I play bass.
I'm just kidding.
No. That is
Yeah,
awful.
Mike-
He's a very
I'm
good
gonna be a
guitar player.
dick.
Yeah, no, it's
Exactly.
Mike, you're a good guitar
I
player.
wasn't good enough at guitar, and Mike was a little bit better, so we were like, all right.
I appreciate that.
Makes sense. Got off you a little bit.
I'm
right?
the least shitty at guitar.
Nice.
I
That's
just
what we both go for too. We're like,
I almost
Suck.
thought for him and myself, they had this T-shirt out that was like, "I'm the world's most okayest guitar player."
Yes.
Yeah.
but neither of us are the world's most okayest.
No. That's why I didn't buy it. I was
Just-
like, I don't want to be. I don't want to brag about
Braggadocious.
things.
Yeah, I was gonna say braggadocious over here.
Yeah.
Words right out of my mouth.
Yeah.
The cream of the crap.
Oh shit.
Man.
Oh man.
But yeah, Mark, you were at So What? We didn't get to link up, which sucked because I was like, oh man, we need to do it, and like we actually we had one of our other buddies meet us up at the press box, but like, who are your bands? Who are you there to see? Because it was a lot. There was a lot of
There's
people
a lot
there.
going on.
There was so many. I had also gone to Furnace Fest like a little bit before, so and they kind of merged together.
Wait, you went
so
to
I'm
Furnace
trying to
Fest?
remember.
Oh, you went to Furnace?
Oh, nice.
What was it? It was again. It was like a half Zemer thing.
Right.
Yeah, it was. I went and saw who. I think it was Movements was there.
They were Furnace.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Furnace. And then it's So What. I was super stoked to see Stone 41. That was
Dude, they were so good.
Holy shit,
They were-
dude!
They're so good.
so
Yeah, I
good.
caught them in a they did like a small club tour in God, it was before COVID, I guess it was like 2019 or something. They played this small room at House of Blues here, which is
Wow.
a tiny venue anyway, and then they had like this little bump out stage edition that took up another third of the room. So it was like
so there were 18 people in the room.
yeah, exactly. I mean, it was maybe 200 if that.
Wow.
And like
Wow.
that was one of my favorite shows I've been to in years.
Dude, they were definitely one of those bands where
Oh, yeah.
I knew I liked them and I knew I was excited to see them, and I could immediately think of like 3 or 4 songs that I couldn't wait to see, and then when they played I was like, oh my god, I forgot about this song. Oh my god, I forgot about this song. Holy shit, I forgot about this song.
and then
Bangers. Front to
here we
back.
are, like 2022. We became big fans. In 2023, they're like,
Right.
we're done. Sorry, guys.
Hey, there's one more record and one more full world tour, so you got
Full
time
tour,
to
yeah.
like soak it in.
Yep.
Yeah, we did. We just got.
Better than the like announcing you're breaking up like basically at the end of a tour.
Yeah,
And like Panic at the Disco was doing it like a tour, and there's like, we're breaking up and we're finishing like these few other dates, and then we're done. And I was just like, oh shit, man, I would have gone to more than one of these like the last tour to.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
yeah.
Or
we
announcing
just
that you're breaking up after your tour, so you can charge $1,000 a ticket for your tour, and then doing another
For
tour
your-
2 years later.
Kiss.
talking to you, Kiss. Talking to you, Kiss. Yeah. We actually just got, I guess, Sum 41, Offspring, and Simple Plan are going out on tour, so we just
Yeah.
got tickets for that.
Yeah.
We're super
Nice.
stoked about it.
That's
That'll be
good.
That'd be
sweet.
fun.
That'll be sweet. Oh man, I just went blank. I just had a question.
I
was gonna ask
heard
about
you.
it.
I heard you.
And I
I
just-
heard him erase.
You heard the
Just
gears
now.
turning, and then
I
they
literally-
just ground to a halt.
It was like one of
Oh,
those.
I got it.
It was one of those-
I got it.
Okay.
I got it again.
All right.
All right. So what I need to know from all of Haunter is, has Lucy tattooed you guys yet?
Not yet. Well, I mean, wait, she
tattooed
tattooed
Mark.
Mark, but not myself or Mike.
Yeah, she has not tattooed either of us because we are virgin babies with no tattoos.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Oh.
Again, I'm thinking about this. If we all go out to Texas for Bacon is My Pod.
Oh, is
Fest,
that where we're gonna get
Texas, we should get a tattoo
Yes.
as well.
Yes.
Sure.
We'll all get a tattoo
I'm in.
with
Yes.
Haunter.
Now, Lucy, do you like? I know a couple tattoo artists that hate giving people their first tattoos.
I do the first tattoos like several times a week.
Do you?
All the
Okay.
time. Oh yeah, all the time.
I have a couple that are like, fuck that. I don't want to do it.
That's how I talk to people. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, naturally, I'm just chill. So if they ask for like Whatever. I just give people what they want, man. It's permanent on people, so if you don't want to do it, you're just an asshole, to be honest with you. Like, who cares if it's their first? I'm going to tattoo you the same way, whether it's your 100th tattoo or your first tattoo. I don't give a shit. It's going to hurt.
It also helps that you're great at what you do, right? So, like, they're going to have something that's
also true
of quality. So their first tattoo is not going to be shit. So you're kind of doing them a great service.
How many peace signs on ankles have you given?
No, I've never actually tattooed a singular peace sign ever.
Really?
Ever.
My cousin just got one, and it was weird because
just got one.
Did you say blessed?
2023.
She got like a big black half sleeve, right?
Okay.
Basically black and like a little bit of blue in things, right?
I saw it.
Okay.
And then she's like, I want a peace sign on my wrist. I'm like,
all right.
Okay. Like, hey, you do you.
Hey.
That's amazing.
That's fine. But yeah, that puzzled me. I was like, you've done
man.
Like,
yeah, do what makes you happy, right? There was
You know what? Every now and then, you buy yourself a Twix or a Kit Kat, right? Sometimes that generic thing is that thing that you want and that you need.
The guitarist in my old band was like very much a person that if you would tattoo him for free, he'd let you tattoo like whatever. And so he had some of just the weirdest stuff.
I'm sure.
But one of them, like, it wasn't like as weird, but he had this like butterfly tattooed on him that he always claimed was a moth because like he wanted to be cooler than like butterfly.
Right.
And we were playing this.
Moths are way cooler.
Yeah, apparently. We were playing this venue in Colorado, and there was a staircase that happened to walk up, and the whole staircase wall was like a gallery wall of butterfly photos.
Nice.
And he's like loading up his amp and like stops and just looks at the wall and goes, fuck. Still one of my favorite memories of that tour.
but man, you know what? Moths, they put holes in clothing.
Nice.
That's true.
They do.
Yeah,
They
I mean,
do put holes
also,
in clothing.
you know,
They
you
do
get free
be-
tattoos, you get what you get, right?
Get what
true.
you get.
That is
And
true.
you don't get upset. Something I will ask, because Anoma, you're in your little den where you got some amps and stuff like that. Have you guys at all, Mark, you as well, Mike, you as well, have you dove into the digital stuff? Are you like looking at any of the Axe effects or the helixes or the quad cortexes like this fancy fucking guy over here?
It's
Who had
tiny.
to send it back?
It's tiny and light.
What?
It's tiny and light.
Are you guys like embracing the digital age yet, or what?
Oh,
Because
yeah,
I will tell you, because
100%.
that's like the way to go. Especially like if you guys eventually are gonna do the gigging and stuff like that. If you're gonna go
And fly to
if
Australia.
you do fly out gigs, man,
Yeah.
Right.
that's where.
Yeah, Anoma has embraced the digital world. I still have not, but will definitely at some point. The thing that honestly, like, the thing that sold me, I mean, bass rigs are all digital anyway. It's just a stupid amp plugged into a speaker.
Right.
By the way, make like a bass and be inaudible. That's from Metalocalypse. Metalocalypse.
But the thing, honestly, the thing that sold me on it was like when Jimmy Eat World moved to an Axe FX rig. I was like, "Fuck, all right." If Jimmy Eat World, who's like one of the quintessential rock bands on the planet, can go digital, and their sound be that perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I've lost the ability to criticize it.
Yeah, I have a Helix. I've actually had my Helix for a number of years. So yeah, I've been digital for a long time. Like I like having an amp because it's just like I need some sort of stage volume. But like honestly, like I've basically set up I've set up my Helix to where I can literally just drop it down, plug it up, run an XLR out, and I'm good to go.
Yeah, stage sound. No stage sound is weird to me. I mean, there's I've been to like one show where we played with a band that had no stage sound whatsoever. They were like in-ears only as a band.
Oh my God. Those are so weird to watch when they're like when they get their social media guy to like, I'm on stage with the band, take a look, and all you hear is drums, and you're like, what?
Yeah, it was odd. Anoma was there too. It was a show we played with. My old band played with We the Kings a long time ago, and they had. I found it funny because they were sponsored by like Mesa, and they had these big like Mesa cabs that had like We the Kings like scrims and stuff on it, and all this stuff. And not only were those just like shells that were just, that had their logo and stuff on it, but they were playing Bad Cats. They were just facing away. They were facing like the back of the stage. So the only stage sound was the back wall. I don't know. It was weird. It was a weird experience. Cause I
remember that.
Loved the band, loved all the songs. And then I was standing side stage and I was just like, I'm just hearing the sound bounce off the back wall and come back at me. And it's,
there's nothing happening.
Yeah, it was weird.
What's up, guys? We got a little hint for you here. A little secret. How do you help the show? We've been asked. Here's a way to help the show. Check us out over at patreon.com/baconismypod. You can get lots of extra stuff.
Yeah, like additional shows, ad-free episodes, early episodes. Shoot. Every Sunday, we record our discussions and drinks live with our patrons.
Yeah, so you can have a drink with us while we do it. You can watch us cook things. You can watch us eat things. You can just support the show. And that helps us keep putting these out. It helps us just
keep the show free.
So thank you guys so much for supporting all of you over on Patreon already. Our patrons, you guys are our lifeblood. Thank you guys so much. And if you want to help out the show and you want to jump on, you want to be part of that BIMP squad, jump over to patreon.com/baconismypod.
You got to get an FRFR, man.
I like being able to those words.
But that's all. Yeah, that's also basically that's just my way of saying like I'm not fancy enough to have in-ears in my own private mix. Otherwise, it'd be like stage sound. Stage sound.
I can tell you like from like in terms of like bass and stuff like that. Like for sure, I get that a lot because especially when that bass is all feel. Like if you don't feel the bass, I can tell when people are sort of like, all right, this is kind of weird to me. Like we had, I'm in like a 2-piece band, and then when we play live, we get musicians to fill everybody out, and if we can't get it, I'll fill in for whatever. But we've had a number of bass players that don't normally do all digital, do it, and they're just like so lost. They're like, I can't, like, I don't feel anything.
Because you guys are in-ears.
There were there were old time, like I toured with like an 810 because I'm that guy. Small club shows 810. Fuck it, let's go. Right, and there were definitely tours in my old band where I couldn't get it on stage just because we were playing a small room and for whatever reason, and I'd have to like just DI into the house, and every one of those shows sucked for me. I was just like, I have no. I'm relying on this shitty wedge down here that's cutting out half the time, and that's it.
See, if you go digital, you got to get your own little wedge monitor that's plugged into that's just yours.
I'm also such a big stage sound person. I think it's also because I've sang backing vocals in like every band I've ever been in. That like if I can't hear the mix in the room, I need some bit of like a house room mix in my ears. Otherwise I'll just panic and focus all on my own stupid mistakes.
I know when I switched over, it was that I sing and play guitar for my band, so it was like I never heard my guitar anyway because my amp was always like on the other side of the bass player so that we could be wide because my other guitar.
You mean you didn't have the amp in front of the drummer, just like dead center of the stage?
Yeah. I don't know why I wouldn't do that. Like
he's the singer, he's already number one,
and just ruin everybody's day. So when I switched over and finally had a little monitor, I was like, oh my God, I can hear my guitar playing. I need to practice, but here it is.
A couple of times when I did that, it was like, oh my God, I can hear my guitar playing. Oh my God.
Right.
I can hear.
Yeah.
That happened to me a few times on takes 1 through 6 for the live video we did for y'all for the BIMPY Awards.
That was awesome though. That was really cool. Like the fact that you guys
did do, and it was awesome.
Did it for us. That was
fun fact. We did not rehearse that prior to playing it.
Oh,
we just showed up, and having never played the song before, like as an actual band.
Really?
and did like 6 or 7 takes of it, and was just like, all right, that's it. That's the song. Let's go.
Oh, shit.
So
That
it
is
was a fun experience.
that is cool too. I had no idea.
incredible.
I know that it wasn't like the latest single that you guys had dropped, because you guys put out Paralyzed after it.
Probably, yeah. It was. I think it was the one that we felt like would be capable of being more like a stripped down vibe, and something we could do like an alternate arrangement of that would be like special. So it would be something that wouldn't be like the the record version, but would be an easy way to do like a stripped live kind of vibe.
Yeah, because Risk It All is definitely, I mean, Don't Stop Now, but like Risk It All was my like Haunter song, and when you sent me the file, I was like, they didn't do the
different.
Yes, I'm so excited now. I'm very excited. Dude, it was great. It was really, really cool. It was really, really cool that you did that for us, because if like just some random podcast asked my band to like, hey, can you go into a studio and record this, like a live version of this song, especially in the situation that you guys are in, you've never played live before and stuff like that, that means the fucking world to us. So thank you. That
definitely
was really, really,
definitely
really
cool. I mean, we had a fucking blast doing it.
It was
And
super fun. Yeah.
We were
I feel
psyched
like it's one of
to
those
share
things
it.
that like made us, I don't know, like made us grow a bunch as a band too, to do something like
Nice.
that too, which is not something we would have otherwise probably done at that point. So
It was
thanks,
so good too, and it was
thanks for having us for sure.
Oh, we love being able to share it too, like share it with people watching the show, and then friends and all that kind of stuff too, and let it kind of like, hopefully people came and checked you guys out again from it, that heard about it through the show or saw it from there. So that's kind of the big thing, hopefully.
Yeah.
So we should pod decks.
That was your segue.
Yep.
Yeah.
How'd you like it?
Wow.
How'd you like it? We should pod.
Subtle.
You legit lowered the bar.
What I was
It
lowered the bar.
was a segue.
what I started saying was I was going to say we've been taking up a lot of their time and we should probably start wrapping this up. And as I would turn to you to do that, I saw the pod texts and I was like, we should pod decks.
Hot day.
So we're gonna do that.
That's how that
Also-
happened. Just then, my
It's great.
eye line.
It's
went
really
right to
awesome
it.
because I'm usually ridiculed constantly about my shitty segues.
Yeah,
And he'll stare at me like this,
Do I have
and now he has the
Taking it.
crown.
60 seconds to make another drink while we get this ready?
You sure
Yes.
do.
Yeah,
You
do
sure
it.
Hey,
Do it.
there you go.
All right.
You sure do.
So, what Pod Decks is, it is decks of cards for people without verbal diarrhea, like Jimmy and I.
Yes.
It helps you break the ice just a little bit. And what they do is they create cards for budding podcasters and people. They have several different types of decks with a different subject matter in each. Each deck has 50 cards. Within each card is a question. And what we like to have our guests do is pick from the decks, and then from those decks, we pick a card at random. I'm trying to buy him time. He's not back yet.
I was like, you are.
I am still here.
No,
I'm just
I know
off
you're still
screen.
there. So we have.
This is making so much sense as you're saying it.
You're welcome.
It's
We have the interview deck, the episode deck. We have interview deck 2. We've
It's like I
got
never left.
What the heck? What the fuck? Would you rather? And how dare you?
Oh shit.
We only get to pick one?
You pick one.
Man, it's like Jeopardy, but harder.
Oh.
Well, no. You guys can pick one
guess-
each,
How
and then
dare
we'll
you.
pick a question.
Oh,
Okay, in that case, what are the categories again?
They are episode, interview deck 1, interview deck 2, what the heck would you rather, what the fuck, and how dare you?
Oh,
Cool. I'm going I want to jump in on this one. I want to go. What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Michael,
Okay.
what the fuck? I knew it was coming. Knew it was coming.
Somebody.
Oh man,
Oh, good time.
that is
All right.
The band
that's
sang to
never
me
gonna get old.
all
That
the
is-
time.
That is never gonna get old.
I had a bass player, and the line was, "God damn it, Ryan." That was always the line.
Yeah, ours is Michael. What the fuck?
That's it.
I like that. I enjoy that a lot.
You get the full name too. You get the Michael.
Often justified. Yeah. You can't what the fuck somebody without the full name.
That's
you know?
true.
Like,
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Yeah.
Although, what the fuck, Mike? Like, also works. It works. It rolls.
not
But like, what the
as-
fuck, Michael is.
It doesn't hit
Yeah,
here.
that's true.
Yeah, that's why you have to.
That reaches into your childhood.
Lucy, what do you got on the pod decks here?
I'm gonna go with Would You Rather.
Would you rather?
All
It's
right.
this one. Michael.
in the interest of not picking ones the other have picked, I guess How Dare You?
What was that?
What was it? Was it How Dare You? What was the?
What was
How
that?
Dare You?
Oh, there you go.
There
There we
we
go.
There
Thank
it
you.
is. Gotta,
Mark,
gotta-
what do you got,
gotta
buddy?
sell
I'm
it.
gonna regret that, but
I was gonna go with the How Dare You, but
take
You
it.
can go too.
but what the heck?
Yeah.
Oh, what the?
I can go. What the heck?
we can?
Mark's good with
Yeah,
dares.
you can do it.
Fine.
We can double up.
We could double dip. There's 50 cards in each one.
We don't have rules.
Let's double it up. How dare you?
All right.
All right.
Double.
Final
Let's
answer.
go.
We got a double dare.
All
Bring
right.
it back.
I'm gonna start
Nickelodeon.
shuffling these bad boys.
All right, Mike's going to shuffle. I will tell everybody to go to poddex.com where you can get these decks. Check out all their other ones. You can get the app, which has a bunch more stuff. You can also buy some t-shirts from them that are very soft on the nipples. They're nice. They're nice. They're very... They don't
Drax
shave. Yeah, absolutely. It's important.
My full attention.
Looking at the ceiling there for a second, I thought I was drunker than I am.
It's important to have... Everybody knows that, right?
No,
when you make t-shirts, you need like the next level or the Bella. You know, you need the...
Oh, 100%. I will
I
straight up
already
not
talked
buy a
to
shirt
our-
if it's not printed on the right material.
100%.
Partially because I have like 400 t-shirts. Like that's not an exaggeration. It's
I thought-
maybe more than that.
I swear to
Last-
God, I thought you were going to say
It's
that
bad.
because you had sensitive nipples.
Now,
Well, aren't they all sensitive?
I'm a marathon runner, and sometimes they bleed. You know,
all nipples
my
are
God.
sensitive. Let's be real.
I
And I have
swear
2
to God.
nipples, and every shirt touches both nipples.
By the way, I do want to say the brand new Haunter shirt, the Sad Vibes Thick Thighs shirt, is quite soft.
Quite soft.
Oh, there it
I
is.
know.
Thank you.
Because I have one.
Nice.
Yes.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to
because
Caitlin for
because you
finding
also
that one. I
have
was
thick
really happy
thighs
about it.
and sad vibes.
Yeah. Right? I got thick
And that's
thighs.
the goal.
We're thick boys over here.
Yeah, we're thicker.
We're thick
We're
boys.
thicker. Thicker.
If you do go to poddex.com, please use the promo code BACON. You get 10% off your order.
Because everything's better with bacon.
Yes.
And what we're going to do is we're going to fan these bad boys out. Enoma, you're going to go first.
I'm going to take the finger of power. I'm going to go from my
Did you
left to
lick
my...
it? Did
Yes,
you
I
lick it? That's gross. Wipe it off. Oh, you dick.
I'm going to go from my left to my right, your right to your
you
left.
broke Rule number 1.
You tell me when to stop. I break rule number 1 all the time.
Why don't we go ahead and stop right there?
Stopping right here. All right.
All right, let's see.
From the What the Fuck deck, your question is, can you impersonate anyone famous? And please do so.
No.
Oh,
Then-
Like, actually, no. Like, impressions
Then
are not
try.
a talent that I have.
Then you're going to have to try.
Oh shit.
Ooh. The fuck? Like, whoa.
Exactly.
Points.
All right. I'm going to throw this one out there.
Yeah.
Enoma,
What's
give us your best Jerry Seinfeld.
What the fuck does he sound like?
Did you look at Enoma and be like, what's a show this guy has never watched?
I'll take the heat for that one. I'll take the heat for that one.
Yeah.
Damn. What else is okay?
All right, we'll let you think about an impression.
Yeah, you need to. Before we end this show,
we will be coming back.
You've got to know,
or you have to impersonate someone in your band.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
At which point, it could be way worse for you.
That's also true.
Okay, yeah. Okay. let me marinate on this.
Yeah, you sit on that. You sit on that for a second.
That's a hard ad.
We're gonna go with Would You Rather with Lucy.
All right.
Lucy, finger of power is moving. Moving.
Right there.
Right here.
That's the one. Very special.
Would you rather have your jaws wired shut for a month, drinking only out of a straw, or wear an eye patch for an entire year?
Oh, that's a no-brainer.
Could I still see with the eye patch,
or would I be
one eye with the other eye?
Yeah,
sure.
You don't have to close
your
the other
depth
eye.
perception would be a bit off, but
I'm like, does my eye still work though? My other eye, my covered eye.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, at the end of the year, it might need some.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
If
you're staring at it.
Calibrating.
I'm gonna say the eye patch because your bitch likes to eat.
Yo, who doesn't? Who didn't want to be a pirate?
But also, yeah, pirates.
Yeah, it's like a, you go on a juice cleanse for a month, right?
Like, think about getting tattooed by a woman with a fucking eye patch, you know? Like, just adds to the mystery. They're like, what is she into? Like,
what is that all about?
If people didn't already
Never
look
know.
at Lucy and be like, she fronts like a synth pop band, what?
Pretty much.
Throw an eye
Like,
patch on there.
Yeah, why not?
I'd be like, instead of this,
everyone.
Instead of the peace symbol on my ankle, I want a full back piece because I want to hear every story that you have.
How good are you at large pirate ships?
Right.
Got a lot of space.
What I love, I hate to digress, but what I love is the fact that Enoma has muted because he's trying to figure out his impression. And I have a feeling
deep in thought. He is testing impressions.
And, but he's muting himself because he's definitely trying them out.
Yeah, no, for sure.
He's like, I'm practicing.
It's fucking awful.
He's also.
I can't wait. We can't wait. Mute yourself. Mute yourself. We got another question to do.
He's also watching and trying to learn each other band member right now in this next 5 minutes.
If he doesn't know me,
who can I mimic from the last 20 seconds?
Plus years.
Right. That's amazing.
All right, here we go. How dare you? Now, the how dare you?
How dare?
Are we going, how dare you, Mark, or how dare you, Mike?
Oh my god.
Or is it the same question for both
You know
of
what?
us?
We're going to do the finger of power, and as soon as somebody says now, the next finger of power will come.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we got a double power.
Yeah, so we're gonna only go once. We're gonna only go once, but then we're gonna pick the cards based on that.
All right, here we go. Moving.
Now.
That's
Top
one.
Let's go.
Now.
I was hoping you guys would go now. Sorry.
All right, Mike. Have you ever taken nude photos or videos of yourself?
Yes.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Is that a question for adults in today's society?
Who hasn't?
Have you owned a camera phone in your life?
Right.
Yes or yes?
God damn.
Yeah,
Have you ever let somebody else take nude photos and videos of you?
Ooh.
Also yes.
An even better answer.
Damn.
Wait, what?
Hey man.
Hey man, $20 is $20.
They were involved. It wasn't, like they were just in the corner.
It wasn't like, hey, dude,
Yeah.
take a picture of my dick.
Thanks, bro.
Although,
Does this look
I've never
infected?
seen it from this angle.
Sum 41 forever. Let's go. All right.
yes.
All right. And in a similar vein, Mark, has anyone ever accidentally seen you naked, and who?
Oh, please, if you're in a band.
Oh, for sure.
Oh yeah.
I'm pretty sure I was at the Masquerade in Atlanta one time.
Atlanta,
taking a
Georgia.
shower.
All right.
And as soon as I got out of the shower, like I walked out and somebody just came through and opened the door and they're like, "Oh, hey, I'm gonna piss here," and I was like, "Yeah, go for it."
All right.
Yeah.
Well, yo, hey, I'm gonna.
Wait, you just said that so casually.
That was
Right.
it. Not even like a sweet dick, bro. Like nothing.
Yeah.
No, there was none. There was none. It was just.
Was it somebody else
Very
on the
casual.
tour that came in, that rolled in, or was
Yeah.
it like a?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Oh.
There's another
You were just like, no, just some
person
guy.
you're kind of around.
Then there
Yeah,
should have
fair
definitely been a sweet dick, bro.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, that was the first night of the tour.
I try and say that to
Oh,
enough.
every
Fair enough.
bathroom.
Yeah, first night. First night.
First night, yeah, but you know what, man? First impressions are everything.
They are everything.
Yeah, and
Rule
for the
number
rest
one,
of the
don't
tour,
be a dick.
for the rest of the tour, that guy was thinking sweet dick, bro.
Sweet dick. He was just trying to get up the nerve to say it.
Yeah.
I was so thinking about like all that this.
I know some of the tours Mark's been on. It's fine, you know. There's
All right. Time out. We've got all these awesome sponsors here.
Right.
Where can they find all the information out for that?
Oh, if only there was a place. If there was only
A portal,
a hub,
a central hub to
a
do so.
central location.
I think there is.
Do we have the technology?
Yes. Baconismypodcast.com is where you can find the best deals on all of our awesome sponsors, including Drink Wild Bills, Pod Decks, Manscaped, all of them. Go over there, find their promo codes. You always get the best deals. But what else can you get over there?
Well, not only can you get the best deals, and we'll always keep those up to date, you can also help out the show by grabbing some t-shirts, some swag. Jump over to the Bacon is My Fashion section. Yeah, there's a whole section. It's just there for you. It's there for you. You can check it out. We have nice t-shirts. They don't chafe. They're nice to the nips. You know I like that.
You know Jimmy's
You know
all
I
about
like
his
that.
nice to the nips.
I'm like the
shirts.
Drax of this show. You know?
Exactly.
I got sensitive nipples, man. I got sensitive
fine.
nipples.
It's
If
fine.
you have sensitive nipples, check that out. And you know what? How about your ear holes? You want to take care of those ear holes? Because you can find links to all of our episodes. How about your eyeballs? You want those eyeballs? You can find links to our YouTube, Strangerhood TV. You can check out everything right from baconismypodcast.com. It's easy. It's super simple. It's right there. What's your bacon?
I will say that when you go to this site, that will be your new bacon.
That will be your new bacon. Check it out. All right, Anoma. This is it.
We've taken up a lot of your time.
This is what we're closing
we're
on.
gonna close. We're gonna close this up.
This is
real
the
quick.
main event.
No, we're not. We're not trying to put any pressure on you.
you chose
At
first.
all.
You had first choice.
But
Yeah.
you know what?
And
You've done this to yourself.
Everyone. Let's just be a
believe
lesson
you've
to
done
everyone.
this.
Never volunteer for shit.
I thought by picking dare it was
Never,
gonna be bad
ever.
for me because it was like, man, they're gonna like dare me to do something.
Yeah, like
I haven't had enough drinks yet.
Right. Couple more.
I'm trying to think of how the fuck am I gonna impersonate anyone? So
Anyone.
bad at this. Like literally anyone. Like
I'll
I'm-
give you something. Are you ready? Impersonate Mark's laugh. Because you know it. We all know it. It's so good.
Oh my god! I actually
You've
just
heard
tried
it
to
plenty of
say
times.
It fucking hurt my throat.
Right? For real.
It's so hot.
It is very, very.
I liked in the middle of Anoma's laugh right there. He had like a baby laugh underneath. He was like,
Yeah, like I literally, like I tried to go to the upper registry and I was like, oh fuck, I can't
But
get
Mark,
that high.
Mark also does bust out the baby laugh occasionally. He's a little bit of high laugh and then a little bit of a low chuckle.
Hey man, when your laugh
All in
brings
one.
joy, to those around you,
Mark has
That's a good sign.
maybe the
Mark-
most
Mark had
infectious
the best
laugh
of anyone in the band.
of anyone I know, not just in the band.
Oh,
I mean, in the
true.
band is like
That's true.
that's not even. There's no debate there. It's like Mark and then like off the charts. The rest of us,
And then Mark when he's not feeling well, and then Mark.
and then Mark, and then Mark when he's very high.
Right.
Yeah.
There it is. There it is.
Yeah. Speaking of, by the way, when they're like, if you're going to be arrested for anything, how was Mark's answer not drugs?
Now, that's the thing that tracks. They're like,
Because
what do you get wrapped up
my
in? And you're
immediate thought was Mark drugs.
well, we just call it Mark things.
Mark things. Yeah,
Mark
Mark
things.
doing Mark things.
Okay.
Mark was just marking. You're just like,
I have to say,
Amazing.
I have to say that I've enjoyed your laugh throughout the show also, but it actually reminds me of a friend of mine who also has a super infectious laugh, because she and you both have the same thing where you actually seem to work in the word ha ha while you're laughing, which is great. Like the word is there. Like it's perfect.
The onomatopoeia is strong. It's a
And I love that.
comic
I
book
love that
character.
about her, and I love that about you.
oh man.
I've never thought about it that way. In the
Yeah. I can
see that.
8,000 times I've heard Mark.
I haven't either.
And now I'll never.
And now you'll never. Yep.
So, thank
I-
you. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
Now you'll be
always
like,
use
"What the fuck, Jimmy?"
No, I'll say thank you, Jimmy.
Right.
Yeah, no, that was incredible.
Jimmy, what the
That was
fuck?
incredible.
No, Michael's the only one that gets a what the fuck. Sorry, Jimmy.
Right. Fair enough.
True.
With
Reserved for
James.
Michael. Michael's
Fair
only.
enough.
I call him James sometimes.
Yes, he does.
That might work with the what the fuck.
Fuck James. Yeah, but Michael comes
Michael's-
before the what the
Oh
fuck.
no.
Yeah.
Jimmy comes or James comes after the what the fuck, right? Michael,
That's
what
true.
the fuck? What the fuck, James? You know, it's very
Yeah, I don't like being called.
it's important.
It hits
Sometimes.
Yeah, I
different.
don't either, which is
I don't like being
no.
called James.
Yeah.
the people that call me Michael are like
It does.
my mom and my girlfriend, and that's it.
Right.
Which is,
And
which is
then
the whole genesis of
these
our
clowns.
When your girlfriend calls you Michael, it's not a good reason, right?
Yeah, I mean, but also
Usually
we know
not.
each other since we were like 11, so
Oh,
I probably went by Michael when we met. Shit, if I know. It's been too
That was his
long,
alias
so.
in the video.
whatever. Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you so much for giving us your time yet again.
Yes.
Yeah.
It means so much that you know-
Literally anytime.
no,
Yeah.
you
I,
guys-
I already have a whole podcast to make up for, so
That's true.
Right.
That's
you
true.
know,
right.
if y'all want somebody on to just like talk about wrestling or whatever the hell
Yes,
else,
we'll do that.
We need to do a wrestling podcast.
bring it.
We-
Wrestling,
we-
Star
Yeah.
Wars, fuck it, let's go.
We do another one
All
called
in.
Discussions and Drinks. So we might
Yo,
have to invite
wrestling,
hit you up.
let's go. Yeah,
We're
anytime.
in. We're in.
That sounds like a fucking blast.
Yeah,
Dude,
right?
if you want to come, I'll
I
shoot
run, I
the
run a
link
re-
out.
I run a wrestling fans Facebook group that has like 1,500 members that I'm very proud of.
Very
So-
nice.
We weren't invited.
Well, it's based in Houston. It's just Houston people. I'll invite you. Fuck it.
Okay.
You can be in my Houston wrestling fans group.
All right.
Sure.
It'll help for your Bacon is my pod fest.
Oh no, I'm
Houston
just gonna,
wrestling.
I'm
whatever.
just gonna be like every other internet wrestling community person, just be an awful person,
Oh my
Oh,
god.
well, yeah, duh. I mean, that's
and
be expected,
and
right?
report falsities all the time. Yeah,
What else? What else could you do than be perpetually online and angry?
yeah,
Right.
exactly. It's perfect. It's perfect. So look out for that episode because that's gonna be awesome. But guys, let everybody
Cannot wait.
know where they can check out Haunter and everything else that's coming up with you guys and your brand new single "Don't Stop," which is the song of the summer. If you don't come out of this episode and listen to that song and have it
Yes.
just on repeat, like it's like
Windows down.
it's windows
in the car,
down. Yes,
Nice outside.
hit the parkway
Loud as fuck.
on the beach.
That's the one.
Tell them where to find it.
We have HaunterIsn'tReal.com. Haunter Isn't Real on all of our socials, on Twitter, on Instagram, on all of the things. Haunter Isn't Real. Haunter Isn't Real, even though we are real. HaunterIsn'tReal.com.
But are we?
Yeah, right. But are
We
we?
do not wish to be perceived.
I dare to ask: is Haunter not the realist?
Oh.
Well, see, that's an important question.
But
But no.
if you're
Come on.
not real, you can still be the realest.
Sure. You're right.
They're not mutually exclusive.
Okay.
Yeah, we contain multitudes.
I like
But
this.
Haunter is the realist. Probably wouldn't have fit in like most of the social handles because there's a character limit.
Right, right.
So Haunter isn't real was like, second best.
Okay.
Spotify, iTunes, every streaming platform, HauntersandReal.com. Buy some merch. Help us record some more music.
Yes. And check a few episodes back. I was wearing my thick thighs sad vibes shirt,
Yes.
and it's fucking awesome. The second you guys posted it, I immediately was like, yes, no, I'm buying this. And then I realized a few months later, I was like, oh, that was a pre-order. I'm like, where's my shirt? It was a pre-order.
The sneaky vibes.
Some people don't read directions.
Today he's wearing the Bacon is My Podcast hardcore shirt that you guys can find at Bacon is My Podcast.
I need one of those. So
Oh, I love that.
as soon as this podcast is over,
send us your mailing address. We got you, homie. We got you, homie.
I'm on it.
So, guys, thank you so much for hanging, and always to everybody listening, everybody watching. Please always remember to ask yourself one super important question every single day.
What is it that makes your life a little bit better? What is it that makes your day a little bit better? What is it that takes all the negatives and makes them a positive? What is it that makes everything just a little bit gooder in your life? What's the question, guys?
What is your bacon?
Bacon.
Yes!
There it is. Nailed it.
I love those guys.
I do too. I have a very foggy memory of what we talked about because this is a week later.
It is a week later because we were so hyped
Yeah.
from the interview that we forgot to do the intro and outro.
Yeah. So I'm like, yeah,
Yeah, it was good.
it just happened.
It went.
It was really good though.
Yeah.
It was fun. I do remember it being fun. I remember laughing lots of times.
Yeah, that does happen when Haunter
Yeah, it's
is
a
in
good
the
time.
house.
Having drinks with our best drinking buddies.
Exactly. Well, for this year.
You know,
This year.
So far they're still.
So far, yeah, they are still up
I would say they're still up there.
Yeah. Okay. That's it, guys. Guests, future guests. There, it's right for your taking.
Yeah.
This is
The gauntlet
This is the
been
benchmark.
thrown.
This is the benchmark. Can you exceed it?
Let's see what happens.
Game on.
See what happens. Stay tuned for
Yes.
future episodes. Bacon is my podcast.
Absolutely. Jimmy.
Find me at Jimmy G Shoes on all the socials. Find my band Craving Strange at cravingstrange.net. All the socials. And you can find everything to do with me, us, Something Heavy, all kinds of stuff on Strangerhood TV.
Yeah.
Our network that we are building on YouTube that contains this show as well as other shows by our friends, other shows by us, all kinds of fun stuff. So just trying to, build a community. So come over there, shoot us some comments, say hello, all that kind of fun stuff. Stay in touch with us on all the socials as well. Hashtag What's Your Bacon, hashtag Bacon is my pod. Where can they find you, bud?
Personally, I am at me, my own self, Mike. You can see all sorts of fun stuff with my kids and my goings on in my normal life, but mostly what happens with us and stuff. My band, Something Heavy, has a new single coming out in a couple of weeks.
Yes.
Just to Live Again. Super excited to release it. It's probably one of the first songs I wrote for Something Heavy.
That's
and
cool.
it took us this long. Like, we had the drum tracks done with our first batch of 4 songs.
Wow.
So this was like revisiting and going, why didn't we release that? So, finally coming out.
I love that.
Yeah. So it's finally coming out. Stay tuned for more on that. And I think that's it. Right?
Ask yourself every single day.
Yes.
The numero uno, the number one. Ein.
What?
I'm doing all the ways to say one
Oh, okay.
that I know.
You scared me there.
Well, I did Spanish, I did German, and English.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well.
Right.
Three.
Those are the 3 I know.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Always ask yourself, what's your bacon?
Yeah. What's your bacon?
World peace.
Shazam.